Hello and welcome to Dongama Channel. Today, I went to a local sports store to collect an item. And while I was waiting, I checked out the knives. And I saw this one. A Beaver craft. I said, does that come with a sheath? Which is, of course, my way of having them go fetch the box, because I'm probably going to buy the knife. And I bought it. Here's the box. Very attractive. There's what I paid for it. And so you could get 3 or 4 more companions for the price of that knife. But it might be worth it. Black oxide finish. Nice and scratchy. Very appealing. And here is the sheath. Nice leather sheath. Comes with a dangler. This thing has to pass through the belt loop in order to secure around the other side, which is a little odd. But anyway, it's obviously a kind of a once you're in your zone doing the work, you just go like that and pop the knife in and out, and then once you're going to go charging through the bush and doing somersaults, you do this whole thing. And yeah, comes with a ferro rod. Okay. Yeah, so I got home, I went out and whacked some hemlock with it. Did fine. Didn't cut quite as well as the Soghidaka that I've been using the last few days, but you know, quite comparable, and actually quite a comparably sized knife. Let me just go grab it, actually. I think it's just here. Is it not? Excuse the darkness. Yeah, here we go. And actually, as well as being a similar sized blade, it's also kind of a similarly ground in that they left it very nice and thin here, and it thickens up. You can actually, the light's catching it quite nicely on the camera, so you can see where they thicken it out up at the tip there. So, you know, not quite as dramatically as in this case, but actually a way thinner grind to start out. This thing, I'm still thinning it like mad. Oh, I wonder how this might. Yeah, it's biting. Well, I was on the seam. That's cheating. I don't think so. And yeah, because I keep hitting this with sandpaper here and then fouling my edge. But I don't know if I've even gotten this that sharp. But this one, once I got home, I tried it on the kitchen roll, and it wasn't really cutting the kitchen roll. But it'll cut the kitchen roll now. I spent maybe 25 minutes with this whole thing. Also available at the sports store, a cheap Smith's block. It's got your 1000 and your 400. The 400 seems even more wrecked than the 1000 at this point, but you know, you can get a kind of a toothier effect using a nicely flattened 400. And it seemed like it wanted to go, but now that we're on camera, that's odd. Kind of only wanted to go in at the end there. Now I'm at a bit of a disadvantage, geometrically speaking. Okay. So there's that, and then there's this as well. They also had that at the sports store. Take a look. This is supposed to be a short. That's why I'm in portrait mode. Well, we did make it, but not quite so clean. Not nearly so clean, we might say. Now, I would imagine that the spine is going to have to be twice as thick on the SOG, so there you go. It's a bit more of a challenge from the outset. I'm delighted with this knife anyway, but I gotta say, this thing for a quarter of the price. Not bad. Now this handle, it's a little weedy down the end here. So either I feel like one way to kind of resolve that would be to thin it out up here, and that could be combined with a little flattening exercise on this scale. You know, maybe I can taper these handles out and still get them to fit on, or maybe not. Maybe put some liners in there and I don't know. Yeah, nothing for now. Just use it, I guess. And yeah, the handle, you know, it could be a little longer. Okay, I got to go back to the darkness because I just happen to have this little whittling study. It's a piece of mountain laurel. Had a nice curve in it there, and I don't know when, a year ago or sometime, I just kind of whittled out this handle. Could, you know, have something installed upon it at some point, or it could just be like, you know, just a thing to sit and whittle, and little ergonomic study there. A lot of this shape was in the wood, you know, you can see where the barky areas are still, you know, so pretty close to symmetrical, but, you know, I would have to take it in a little on this side. This has all been done by knife. I don't think I touched it with sandpaper or anything yet, so I had a little whittle on it with that, and felt good. You know? Even before sharpening, it felt okay. It's 1066 carbon steel. So how about that, for example? Picking up what I'm putting down. Sorry about the shadow. How am I going to make that happen? Yeah, something like that. Would be pretty nice, huh? Okay, well. Oh yeah, the Fiskmuk, it's called. Boca Fiskmuk. White bone handle. It's a lock back. I'll have to look into Fisk, but $25. I saw 440C, and I was like, yeah, I'll bite. You know, I didn't even check the lockup, but we got a little tiny bit of front to back, and a whole load of side to side. It's a bit sloppy, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll take this apart and adjust. You know. Put some washers in there and get it really slick. That's a cool blade, you know. It's got pretty much the tip of a Swiss Army knife. It's got this whole Nesmuk thing going on. Fiskmuk. I guess Fisk is the designer or something. I'll have to look into it. Well, that's that. More knives. A couple more knives. And yeah, I'm kind of loving this thing, but for a lightweight alternative, this is cool. There's your balance point, and the steel felt very hard, and they claim 58 to 60 Rockwell, which is the same as on this CPM 3V. So you could have told me this was ZDP 189 at 66. I'd have believed you. This thing's. I have two of these. This maybe is the really worn one. I think it is. So, yeah. Okay. Gone on long enough. Dogs are barking. Thanks for watching. Let's just chop it. Ooh. Hit this. No, it just jumped on the board. Well, that did nothing. Bit of an anticlimax, isn't it? Try that again. Couldn't even get it to stick. That's funny. Off. Goofiest ending for the video ever. I don't want to stand up. Dogs are going mental. Oh, I know. Let's do this. Thanks for watching. Bye.